At this point, let us now take a look at phase 2 of the change of subject topic. Here, we will look at relations with fractions but no root signs. Let us get into it. U, the subject of the relation, 1 over f is equal to 1 over u plus 1 over v. So this is a relation and it is made up of fractions as we want to take a look at in this particular phase. Now let us get into the solution. Solution. Let us bring the relation. Now this is the entire relation and then we have 1 over f as a fraction, 1 over u as a fraction, and 1 over v as a fraction. Now we can use several methods to solve such a question, but we want to narrow everything down to 2 different methods. So the methods for solving, the first one will be the least common multiple method. In this method, we'll use the LCM of the relation to solve the question from the beginning. Then the next method, that is the second one, will be the cross multiplication method. It is also a popular method for that matter. So we'll take a look at these 2 methods in the video. Let us continue. Now we want to use the first method, which is the least common multiple method, to solve this. But before that, I want us to take a look at some notes or something that we have to watch out when we are applying this particular method. Now, number 1, use the denominators of the fraction to get the LCM. It means that once we want to get the LCM in this particular relation, we have to use the denominators f, u, and v to get the LCM, which is the least common multiple. Number 2, now the denominators of the fractions are different variables. If you check here, you realize that f is different from u and different from v. They are letters or variables which are different. So once they are different variables, so multiply them to form the LCM. It means if you want to form the LCM, you need to multiply the 3 denominators which are variables in order to get a single term to form your LCM. Now the third one says, since there is an equal sign, then multiply each of the terms by the LCM. So after getting the LCM, the equal sign will give you the chance to multiply each of the terms which are now fractions with the LCM. Now let's get into the solution using the LCM method. At this stage, we want to first of all find the LCM. So the LCM, as from the beginning we learned, we have to use the denominators of each of the fraction to form the LCM. Now we have the first denominator, which is f, so let's get into it. So we take f, which has been circled with a red circle. Now f multiplied by the next one is u, and then we bring the u, and then still multiplied by v. So at the end of the day, we have f times u times v. And in mathematics, these 3 multiply to form a single term, which will get fuv. Now let's put it in a bracket so that it will be easily managed. So we put it in the bracket. Now our LCM has been found to be fuv. So we go ahead and multiply each of the terms by the LCM fuv. We have the LCM in place, so we will multiply the LCM by each of the terms. The first term is 1 over f, which happens to be a fraction. So we will bring the LCM, which is fuv, then we multiply it by 1 over f. So it becomes fuv times 1 over f. The sign there is an equal sign. Right after 1 over f, we have the equal sign. So let's bring the equal sign in place. Then the next term is 1 over u, which is also a fraction. So we will multiply the LCM fuv by 1 over u. So fuv times 1 over u. There is a sign immediately after 1 over u, which is an addition sign. So please bring the addition sign in place. So the addition sign will come. Then the final term is 1 over v, which is also a fraction. So we will multiply the fuv by 1 over v. Please take note that if a term happens to be a fraction, you will multiply. But that doesn't mean that if a term is not a fraction, you will not multiply the LCM by that term. Since there is an equal sign, each term, whether a fraction or not, must be multiplied by the LCM once you are using the LCM method. Please, let's continue. The next thing that we'll do is the main reason why we multiply the LCM by each of the terms, and that is we cancel out the common terms. The denominator f here has a common term in the LCM, which is f. So f will cancel itself 1 and cancel this. So they are cancelled out. The same thing will happen to the rest of the terms. So over here, u as a denominator has a common term in the LCM. So u will cancel itself and still cancel the common term in the LCM. Finally, v as a denominator will also cancel the common term in the LCM. So v cancels itself and v will cancel the LCM's v. This is the main reason why we multiplied each of the term by the LCM, so that we could cancel out the denominator with the common variables in the LCM. Now, in this case, you realize that the denominators are no more. So the values that are left, which is uv at this side, multiplying 1, becoming uv. Now, we go on with the equal sign. So we repeat the equal sign. Now, at this point, you realize that f is here, v is here. They are remaining. So they will multiply 1. So fv times 1 will be fv. So we'll bring it to this part. Then the addition sign is here. Repeat the addition sign. Now, at the final part, we have fu remaining. So fu multiplying 1. Fu times 1 becomes fu. So this is the expression we are getting after we have eliminated the denominators of the fraction. So you realize that there is no fraction at this point. So we can proceed. Now that we have been able to get rid of all the fractions, we have to now group the terms containing the subject to one side. From the beginning of the question, we are supposed to make u the subject. Now, checking from the first term, we have u in the first term, which is uv. Then there is another u in the last term, which is fu. So I'll choose the left-hand side. Already at the left-hand side, the uv, which contains u, is there. So let me repeat uv. Subtract both sides of the equal sign by the term fu, or with the term fu. So if fu happens to come here, it will become minus fu. That is to subtract it, or just transfer it with a positive sign across the equal sign to become a negative fu. Then close it with the equal sign. The reason is simple. I've been able to group all the terms containing the u at the left-hand side. So I'll bring the equal sign so that the rest of the terms that do not contain u will be at the right-hand side of the equal sign. So the final term is fv, which has no u. So fv will come here. So this is the expression I'm now getting. Now all u have been grouped to one side, or the left-hand side of the equal sign. So the terms containing u, which is uv and fu, are now in place. The next thing we have to do is factorize a common term u out. So let me bring the bracket. Now u is a common term, so u will be factorized out this way. So u out. Now once u comes out, factorization has made u a single term. So u will cancel this u, or u will divide the u from the uv part, remaining with the v. So the v will come. So now the u will also go and divide or cancel out the u at the negative fu side, remaining with negative f. So if u divides u from here, we'll be left with negative f at that side. So we will continue with the equal sign, then the final term at the right hand side, which is fv. Now that we have been able to factorize out u, we've concluded and we've succeeded to make u a single term. So u is now a single term. There is no other u in this expression. So we can go ahead and then repeat this same expression and divide through by the term v minus f. So let's repeat the expression. Now let's divide the left-hand side by v minus f, since it is the one multiplying u, or u is directly attached to the bracket. So we divide this part by v minus f. And then because the equal sign is there, whatever we do at the left-hand side, we want to do the same thing at the right-hand side. So fv also divided by v minus f. Now, the reason why we divided is for v minus f to cancel out, to leave u alone at the left-hand side. So v minus f will cancel out v minus f. Now, you realize that u has been left alone. Now, let's get to the other side. Now, over here, we'll bring the u, which is left alone at the left-hand side. So let's bring the u. Now, equal to, at the right-hand side, we have fv at the numerator divided by v minus f at the denominator. So this will be the final answer, because u is now standing alone. For that matter, u is the subject. So therefore, u is equal to fv over v minus f. You can also leave the denominator out of the bracket because it's the same number or the same terms. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this becomes our final answer. Let us now take a look at the other method, which we call cross multiplication method. Thank you very much. Check out how to solve this same question using the cross multiplication method. Please click on the link in the description below. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon to be notified anytime we upload new videos. I hope you understood and enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and share this video. Thank you and God bless you all.